So we'll start with today's session with 3 Om chanting and Guru Vandana. Then we'll start our learning sessions today. So sit straight. So breathe in and breathe out and relax yourself. Take a deep breath in for Om chanting. We'll chant Guru Vandana. Akhandamandalakaram Vyapam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya Gana Janashalakayam Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. With the Prem Nirmal, Guru Ma Bharti Nirmal, and all the masters of Guru Mandala, we shall start our learning session today. So today's topic is about what is soul and what is what is its journey on this planet Earth. Just a fundamental understanding of this. So we have explained in many workshops, but it is better time to time get this refreshed, because every time you hear about this, you will get a higher level of understanding of the same thing. So it is not about what you have heard. It's more important what you have understood. So you are not the same, 1 year before or 6 months before. So you will have a higher understanding of this truth. So here I'm sharing my experiential understanding of the truth. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. I'm just making it clear. I'm not here to go and discuss about what is written somewhere, or somebody said something, or somebody has explained something. It is there. With full respect, we are not going there. Who said what about this? That is we are not going to do. I'm making the parameters clear. It is only sharing of my understanding, direct first-hand experiential understanding. That's what I'm sharing. So if you have any question, ask accordingly. Basically what I'm saying, don't quote in Gita, it is written this. I'm not going to discuss Gita here. I'm going to discuss what I have experienced. Okay. So I'm just making the things clear, because people get carried away with a lot of theoretical knowledge. And that becomes a hindrance for further understanding of the truth. So that's what I'm just sharing. I'm not asking you to accept it as it is. I'm just encouraging you to experience on your own. Okay. You need not to take it blindly. I'm just making the parameters clear what I'm going to say. And this is my first-hand understanding. Means if you take it is fine. If you don't take it, that is also fine. That is fine. You will understand sometime. Okay, so fundamental question is, we have already learned in the last week the 7-body system of the human being. That's just now, earlier Shaival was discussing about some of that, what we discussed last week. So there I'm just repeating here, we have a 7-body system. First body is a physical body, second body is an energy body, and third body is a emotional body, fourth is knowledge body, fifth is causal or karmic body, and sixth is the spiritual body, and seventh is the nirvanic body. So these are the 7-body system we have. Out of these bodies, nowhere it is mentioned soul. So I often get this, you have already explained all top to bottom, whatever the 7-body system human being, the very soul. We keep talking about the soul, but personally, I prefer to mention it as a soul consciousness, not the soul. Okay. Because soul is also misinterpreted many ways. People's understandings are different about soul. And when you mention soul, that image comes. So I wanted to go beyond that. Otherwise, new understanding is not possible. Same, there are many such words which is heavily misinterpreted or diverse understanding. One of such words is God. God means different to different people. Okay. So that's why I don't use the term God. I use the universal consciousness. So that we can make a room to understand it, what it is. Then you fit where the God fits or at all fits it or not, same or not, is up to you. So when I mention soul, it is a soul consciousness. Okay. Means it is an individual consciousness. And that one is a universal consciousness, the one, the source from where everything is created, the one. Okay. So in the soul consciousness, okay, I'm again mentioning soul, but as I said, it is a soul consciousness. To me, listen this part very carefully. Even though in the 7-body system, soul has not come. But to me, as per my understanding, that third body to sixth body, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, combined, this package, I call it soul. Why third to sixth? Why not first and second? And why not seventh also? So I'm just giving that understanding. When a person dies, first thing goes is the first body, the physical body. Okay, physical body goes. Where it goes back to the 5 elements, Panch Mahabhuta. Okay, that earth, water, space element, the fire and all this, those 5 elements. It goes back there. Method may be different. It can go through fire, it can go through, by below ground buried and in water and sea water, whatever it is, but it goes back to the 5 elements. Then, after about 11 to 13 days time, the second body also goes, energy body. Where it goes? It goes to the energy pool of the earth. That energy pool actually comes from the sun. So the energy doesn't go back to the sun, it remains around the earth, but it is already merged with the energy pool. So understanding of that, maybe it is like a, say, ice cube. It has got a formation, but ice cube, you put it into the water, normal water, then ice cube melts into the water. So it goes back to that water, but the formation is lost. So the formation, the identity of that thing is lost. That is how it is. So second body is also dissolves into the energy system of the earth. Rest of the thing remains. When the next incarnation happens, they generate lower 2 bodies and then the next birth happens. And we have, all of us, we have experienced this, 500 to 700 times already, this process. Forming first and second, go back, death, again thing and all. All those impressions are available at whatever our experiences, the karmic thing goes to the fifth body, causal body. But directly we cannot get the understanding from the causal body, so we need to download that to fourth body, fifth to fourth, which is a knowledge body. When it comes to the knowledge body, we can access the knowledge and understand. That is how we can, the meditators, they can go to their own fifth body, between fifth and fourth, and download the information to fourth, and then understand what is the soul's plan, what happened to the soul, and etc., etc. So I have now just explained you what happens at the time of death, and what remains, what doesn't remain. So which goes with the death, it cannot be part of the soul. Because to us, soul is immortal. Okay, so which part of our seven body system is immortal, that becomes our soul. That is commonly understood as a soul, but it has got its own layer, what I explained that. It has a purpose. Lower one is emotional, so emotional body remains. Okay, emotional body, then the knowledge body, then this is knowledge of the soul, basically. This is not the knowledge of what we learn during this birth. It is the knowledge of the soul, and then the higher is the causal body or karmic body. As I said, when that body is cleaned, no karma is left, it becomes a bliss body. Okay, then higher one is a spiritual body, where the oneness is experienced. You can feel like that one, that already I explained last week. And the highest is nirvanic body, when it dissolves into universal consciousness, the oneness actually happens. Sixth, it is felt, it is understood, it is experienced. But when the sixth also marches back, then it's called the nirvanic body. So in that sense, all of us having same nirvanic body, because we came from the same source. And in that respect, we are one. That is the name of our group. That is the highest level of spiritual understanding, that we are all one. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. It's not depending on your belief system. It is a fundamental truth what is experientially understood. Okay. Now I am explaining why then seventh body is not part of the soul. If you have to merge it there, why? Because our soul has an identity. It has got a name, if you want. Because so-called my soul, actually it is not my soul. Soul's me. Soul, this body, Rajdeep belongs to that soul. Soul doesn't belong to Rajdeep. You understand that? It's the other way around. Soul remains, Rajdeep will go. So, in that soul has identity. What I'm talking about, my past experiences, I have already gone through about 70 things directly, and I know there are many, which I have not gone through. It's not that it cannot be done, but there is no such interesting phenomena that I can download, so it is just bypassed. Otherwise, it is there. Any moment it can go, I can have a look. Sometimes somebody comes and tell me, can you check whether I have got any past life connection? I can check and confirm if there is any. Okay, and what it is. So then that particular life has been pulled and see and thing like that. But otherwise there is no need. So you can go ahead with that one, because these things are not an entertainment show. Okay, let us see. Can you show me 5? And then it's not that. Okay, unless until there is a purpose, it is better not to disturb those things. Okay, so it is, keep the sacredness of this information. It is your, it's a serious business. What is the business that I am explaining now? This is the session about all this thing, to ask those questions, but understand how it happens. Now what I'm explaining is why the seventh body is not soul. or not the part of the soul. Because at the seventh body, your identity dissolves. No identity left. Normally, a common example I give, it is like a river Ganga. At Ganga Sagar, it merges with the ocean. Once it is merged with the ocean, water doesn't evaporate. The experiences doesn't go away. But the name, the Ganga, Hooghly, whatever you call it, the river Ganga, the name, the identity is lost because it is no longer a river. It is gone into the ocean. So it became a part of the ocean. And same thing happens here. When we finally all lower bodies, we can, all the experiences happen, the soul's journey complete, last part, only sixth body remains with all the experiences of so many lifetimes and so many things, enlightenment, all these kind of things. Then that also dissolves. That is the nirvana, the ultimate liberation. When that happens, identity is lost and it is irreversible. From that you cannot come down. From sixth you can come, if you wish to. But there is your independent wish, your independent thing has gone back and you march back to the universal consciousness. And that thing, that nirvana also is, this has been supervised, this process, end of the soul's journey. I'm not talking of this life. End of the soul's journey, when the sixth body also merges with the seven, that process is supervised by our moksha guru. That's only one. And in all of our case, it is Babaji. In fact, Babaji is moksha guru for the humanity on planet Earth. Okay. When final dissolution happens, not necessarily when, it can be, many years from now or in the end of this life. This is different. It's not when, but it will happen as and when it happens, it will happen that way only. That is the only way out. When the soul consciousness marches back to the universal consciousness, then the soul's journey ends. Okay, and that is why soul doesn't die. It marches back to the universal consciousness. That's why I give an example of a river. The river, the water the Ganga is carrying, that doesn't evaporate. It merges back into the ocean. It's there, but as a unified, universal consciousness. There is no individuality left. In the sea, you cannot distinguish, this is the river, this is the water came from Ganga. You cannot. It merges. So what is lost finally? The identity of the soul. Only that is lost. No experience, no so-called knowledge, nothing is lost. Everything is there. So this process is understood. If you have any question, you ask me now. Then I'm going to the overall soul's journey. I will start. This is I explain what is soul. If any question, please unmute and ask me.
Rajdeep bhai, you mentioned Babaji is guiding everyone on the planet Earth, the humanity on planet Earth.
Yes.
But is it fair to say that there is humanity in other cosmos beyond planet Earth?
Yes, but not humans. There is no humanity.
Okay. That's what okay.
There may be, for us, it may be alienmanity or something.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other entity. That is the right word.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah, but not human.
Understood.
Okay. Yes, Aditi.
Rajdeep, I have one question that like DNA and all these stuffs remains in the energy, the physical body level only?
The DNA in the physical body only, but the programming of the DNA comes from your fifth body.
I see.
Before taking new birth, there is a process involved. All bodies are involved for any new incarnation. So what happens is, in the karmic body, they give that give the fundamental design, how the new life will be.
I see.
The purpose is so that all the karma they can neutralize as fast as possible. That is the purpose. You have a lot of karma. It's like a bank debt. You have to repay them. So they designed it such a way so you can pay them easily. That is the purpose. And that is the reason fifth body is called causal body. Karan Deha.
Right.
Cause of everything. Okay. So they become a cause of the birth. What type of birth? Where it will be, what will be intelligence level, to whom you will meet, who will be your parents, who will be your siblings, to whom you will marry.
So
all these things are Karan Deha.
So traits
and accordingly,
everything.
they designed the DNA. Yeah.
So traits, everything is designed by fifth body only. Traits, I mean the human characteristics and all these things, all are getting designed from fifth body. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. But at the same time, just understand this, because it may confuse people heavily. They think everything is designed, then nothing can be changed. It can be changed because you have a free will.
Okay.
You have been also given a free will. You have been given a card and a map and a free will.
I see.
You can follow the map, you may not follow the map. It's up to you. When you have the car, it is up to you.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't follow the map, it will wait till the next trip to go to the same place. Okay. Yes, Vikas?
Yes. RP, I want actually basically one question, A and B.
Okay.
A is the next incarnation. It will be on, it can be on other planet also, or it will be on this planet. This is A. B is next incarnation will be human only, or it may be any other species.
Okay. Right. So good question. So if you consider it from first part of the question, you will get more clarity in the second part of my explanation. That what is the purpose of soul? What is on the planet Earth? So you will get some answer there, but I'm just answering that our soul can have a parallel, different dimensional experiences in parallel. In parallel means it is not that one has to stop, then other has to start. In other dimensions, our same source, same entity can have another set of experiences in parallel. Okay, so we can be some other galaxy in other place. It may not be a place. It can be just a domain, like a energy domain. We can having our another set of life experiences there. Okay, but time. Okay, this is possible. You don't know it, but it is possible. Every night when you go to sleep, go to deep sleep, that soul leaves your physical body, it travels. So travels goes where? It goes all these places. Okay, you have that, but only thing is you don't have the bandwidth to get connected and download the information. That is the only thing left. Okay, that is about the first one. And second one, you are saying that if next birth and all, it will be human only or not. So most likely it is human, but it is not guaranteed. Like if some people got too many, some murders and all those kind of things, a lot of negativity, they can go back to the animal thing also. Okay, it's not guaranteed, but normally, so in the next section, it will be clear to you. You're basically both the questions are related to the second part of it's about the journey part of it, not the soul per se. Okay, so when I will explain the journey, you will get understand of all those things. Okay, I'm just giving you more clarity on that one. Any other question on soul, not about the journey. I will explain the journey, but where it comes, where it goes, and why it comes, and all this, I will explain. Only on the soul, the formation of the soul. Any question?
Hey, Rajiv.
Yes, Nimu.
So, uh, so, so the way we used to think, so in the Hindu religion, that we are Amritasya Putra, means we are
Yes.
born of, and the Christian religion fundamentally says that we are born sinners. So Jesus is there to redeem you. But when we just mentioned about that, the karmic account, large debit balance of karma, does it make us more towards born sinners than Amritasya Putra?
It's your interpretation of the scene and thing like that. Okay, but let me give them a fundamental understanding. Okay, let us not go into the religious jargons. Okay, fundamental understanding is the human is created energetically out of pure love energy, divine motherly energy. Okay, all of us, we came from that divine mother, pure love, the Shakti, whatever name you call it. Okay, that is because we came from that divine pure energy of pure love. That is all of us. That's why we call Prema Sarupa, or the manifestation of love, or Amritasya Putra, or whatever you call it. Amrit here is meant is a pure love. Means something is uncontaminated and gives life energy. That is Amrit.
Right.
I'm understanding what I'm saying. Okay. So that's why we came from there. And the sinner part, it came from our karmic accounts. What we have done with our lives in the past. Okay. And it is also true for the new birth, as I just explained, a few minutes earlier, when our the causal body decides how will be our next lives, because we already have so many karma we have developed because of our free will that need to be settled. So most of the karmas are so-called sins. Okay, so we have to neutralize that and we have to settle that, and from there it is coming. Okay, so both are correct. Originally we came from the original source is pure love. So in that case it is similar to Amrit, but it is also true the incarnations are normally taken. It's called karmic births. Are out of some sin we have done that we need to settle. In that case, we took birth as a sinner. That is also true, because all of us, we have taken 500 to 700 births already. And most of them, a lot of sins are there, so-called. Okay.
Okay.
So in
both
that
are
case,
kind of
both are correct.
Both correct reflections. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Guruji,
fine. So,
one question.
Yeah.
When the soul enters the body, at the fetus stage or the baby is born or something like that, when the soul enters the body?
Okay, that is a good question. See, I'm giving a fundamental understanding. Don't get confused with that, because there is a multiple way of that thing. Soul is associated with the body. In fact, soul chooses the parents before it is born. Okay, so it is called associated with that child's birth. It is soul who plans that I will take birth and such, they will be our parents, and this will be the date and time and place and all these things. Okay, so in that sense, soul is associated in the planning. Even the parents doesn't know, even before when a conception that soul is there. Okay, but when it actually enters the physical body, it depends. It has a choice. Its soul decides again. It's a very complex phenomena. There is no fundamental rule, because there are many instances. And I'm sharing my personal understanding. Don't quote me from somewhere something is written, then you follow that. It's okay. My personal understanding is, before actually the birth happens, the delivery happens, before that, any time it can enter. It become a part of mother's body. Anytime it can enter.
But is this
The consciousness.
this miscarriage or emotion, is the soul's planning?
Soul, it cannot say soul's planning, you can say soul's wish. See, what happens is, it enters. Suppose it enters in the 5th month. I'm saying, okay, when just before birth it decided, no, this birth is not worth for. Whatever be the reason, it has got its own reason. Then it can leave the body. Then birth will be a stale child.
Okay.
Dead baby. Okay. This area is complex because I was also, troubling with this kind of things, but my understanding is this: it can enter at any time and leave also at any time. Okay. So then if it leaves early, then miscarriage happens. But if it is then the last moment, if that they decided to quit, then if the baby is born dead.
But by this way, can we get rid of our karmic accounts that entering the body and then leaving? So I have...
Oh yes. Everything has a purpose. Ask means I don't know who you are talking about. Is the mother or the child? To whom, whose karma you are talking about?
Child
Okay.
karma,
No.
or the mother's karma also.
Okay, I will have a separate session on karma itself, so I will explain in detail. But as you have asked question, I'm quickly touching about that. Okay. See, what happens, sometimes the soul decides to come, but not to take birth. It is possible. Okay. These kind of plans the soul make to give a push of the family. When this such incident happens, now one stale birth happens, that family of that child suddenly get a push from criminal activity towards spirituality or something like that sort.
Okay.
They are taking life too easy, so they come there to teach them the value of life. Okay, so once they learn the lesson, they need not to take birth. There is no certain things plan is there. So these plans are very, very complex. They still may take birth, means they conceived, but not to take birth. To give that shift what their parents need. Psychologically or towards they are doing something very wrong. Or their plan may be wrong. So give them the shift, they do it that way. Okay, I leave it there, but it will come under the karma. Okay, we'll understand it much better. All right. So now I will go into the last part of this understanding about the soul's journey on planet Earth. That is the topic. Okay. So to understand that, first, I have already spoken about the merger, soul's identity lost 6 body to go to 7 body. Fundamental question is, why soul is created to start with? What is the purpose of the soul or soul's journey? What is the journey? I'll come back later. But any journey, why? So listen this part very carefully, because this is a fundamental understanding that answer a lot of questions. Before I'm talking the story which is before creation or before any physical universe. The universe we talk about, it is a physical universe. Like something we touch, we can take a rocket, go to another planet. These are the physical. There are other the universe. That's why they call multiverse nowadays. Some people use the word multiverse, not universe. But anyway, for us, let us take universe. Let us not confuse here. Before formation of this physical universe, it was all the one, pure form of the energy. The one, the source, the universal consciousness. There is no universe per se. There is no planet, no galaxy. Okay, just one, the universal consciousness. Okay. Now it has got everything infinite and pure. We cannot even imagine what this could have been. Okay. It has all the knowledge. It's all the knowledge. It has got all the power. Like it can create creative power. It can create anything just by will. Ichha Shakti. It can create anything. So it has got pure capacity particularly in 3 areas. Ichha Shakti, Gyan Shakti and Kriya Shakti. It has all the knowledge and it can create anything, by will, and it can implement with a Kriya Shakti, like infinite. Infinite means truly infinite. Anything can be created. Okay. And there is no such thing. It's all the time in full of joy and unlimited joy, unlimited, peace and all this kind of things. Everything is unlimited. That state, pure state. So in that state, there is no variety. There is no such thing, a variation, like any kind of. What was missing was the experience of those things. Whatever emotions we may have, all are there. They understood what is that. What is happiness? What is joy? What is jubilation? All this. Also it is known what is sadness. All these negative emotions all are understood. But what the missing part was experiences. There is no experience. Suppose it is known what is the experience to get cheated. Okay, you want to experience. How can you get experience of getting cheated? You are the only one. You know what it is. Okay, you wanted to experience a marriage. So how you can experience marriage? You are the only one. Experience to being father or mother, the experience of children, grandchildren. I'm just giving some example, but you can understand at that level. You know what it is, but you have no experience, how it just feel like. So, the universal consciousness decided to experience itself in infinite way. Because more the power, that much is that capacity, Power is infinite, you want to experience it infinite way. Because as it is the only one, it cannot have which involves comparison, involves some competition, involves some collaboration, involves some alliance. It cannot experience that because it is the only one. Or in the other sense, suppose it wants to experience taste of a food. It knows what is the taste. But he wants to now having the experience and ambience of that. So from where he will get it? He will not get it. So to have that, you need to cook, you need to prepare some food and then put it in your mouth. Or it's in our understanding. I'm saying similar way. It cannot have that experience. You know what the taste is. So it has to create those instruments and things, and of course it doesn't, it can create just by will. But anyway, to start with, when the universal consciousness wants to experience itself in infinite ways, because infinite possibilities are there, infinite combinations are possible. So what it did, it created out of its own part, created a part, and that part has been named as a soul, individual consciousness or soul consciousness. and it has given a path. You go this way and experience me these things. Another one, this one, another one, this one. Infinite number of parts has been created. In fact, it is still creating. It has got a only job. Creator has a only job, that is to create, and it is creating. How long it will continue? Infinite. Okay. So it created infinite parts of itself. Those parts are called as soul consciousness because they have given identity. Anything, alphanumeric code or whatever it is. A153 is maybe the name of one soul. Another is B349, whatever. I'm just giving some example. But individual identity has been given to each and every soul, and it has been given a path to experience something, because not every part is experience everything. Okay, so then the journey started. The experience gathers. Because what was missing as experience, now we are getting that experience through these paths, infinite ways. So all of us, we are one of that channel, one of that. So we started from the source, this fundamental understanding, started from the one, the universal consciousness, where our journey will end when we march back to our source. When whatever the planned experiences are completed, that is soul's plan. At the end of the journey, it has to go back to the source. There is no other way. It cannot lost. Okay, ek do soul idhar gir gaya udhar. It's not possible. Gir ke jayega kidhar? That is the only way. What you can have a detour. Soul plan was given like this. But also there is a free will contract. When it is incarnated, the incarnated body will have the then it remembers, oh no. That was not in the plan. He gone into the city. Okay, and develop some more karma. So that need to come back and settle that. So that was not in the soul's plan. I'm just giving some example. That's how it keep on developing. And those are your karma. After hundreds of lifetimes, say 500 to 700 lifetimes, वो धक्का खाने के बाद ना, तो थोड़ा सा आता है मैं ये कि क्या कर रहा है? Where is my path? इधर उधर ढूंढ रहा है लाइफ में. Who take bath and then study and then earn and then get married and then बच्चे पैदा होगा उसका भी टेंशन ये वो कर करा के finally हो तो thank you very much वाला photo finished. And this is happening hundreds of times. So when you see the past lives, photo नहीं था शायद कुछ और होगा, but anyway something is like that. Punarapi Jananam Punarapi. So at one point of time he said, where is the end to it? What is the purpose of all this thing? His purpose is to go back. So in the first, okay, I'll come back to the human, how to go out from there. So now let us understand. So it is clear what is the purpose of that soul. Soul is come from the source because it is part. It has got given a path which is soul's plan. End of its plan, it will go back to the source. And like that, there are infinite. This happening. And then it marches back to the ocean. And that's it. Okay. Now, today's topic was the soul's journey on planet Earth. So forget about other things, where it is happening in other galaxies and other dimensions. Let us stick to Earth. Okay. In Earth plane, when a soul enters to experience, because Earth is a platform, it is like a stage, it is like a screen. Let us take a stage. It is a stage where all the drama will take place. So there is a show time and there is a platform. So all of our soul, we have a time, start and end as per plan. And there is a stage platform, and the platform is Earth plane. Here all the drama will take place. We enter into this as a mineral, as a stone or metal. And in higher dimension, there is no time and space also. But so there is, all we are talking about the time, it is our problem. In the creation, there is no dearth of time. So in that sense, we have spent millions of years as a stone somewhere. Maybe one stone to another type of stone. We experience how it feels like to be in the earth as a stone. 15 million years, you spend like a stone. It's okay. I have seen where I was stone, where I was, staying as a stone in the first, when he entered the planet Earth. I've seen back, rewind and go to the first one, because that is important, After that, it enters into the plant kingdom. First, maybe starting with a one-cell plant, phytoplankton or something. And then you see plant, because most of the time that was sea there is much less land. Then slowly that it goes to the land, tree and things like that, bushes, trees, and something, few lifetimes, And after that, maybe then it goes into the animal kingdom. Start with a single cell animal, then you got a multiple cell and fishes and sea animals and all those things. I have also experienced some life as a fish in the water of the Bali, Indonesia. I was flying there, so I saw some mountain. I said, this mountain looks similar, but angle is different, but mountain looks similar. Then I traced back and found some. When I was a fish and looking from the sea, there is a mountain, the same one, It's exciting experience. But anyway, but what I'm saying is different part of the world. Doesn't matter. It need not to be only in India or someplace. It can be all over the things, and different types of lives, different types of experience. Because what is the fundamental thing is, as much as experience as possible, you want it to gather, because that is the whole purpose of the soul. For our standard, it may be good or bad, but there is no good or bad in the soul level. It's all experiences. You got cheated. Okay, that is also an experience. You win a lottery. That is also an experience. It's all the same for the soul. So, after this animal, this is a normal progression. I'm not saying the reverse is not possible, but sometimes reverse is a little bit possible also. But in general, follow that. Mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, then human. Maybe we started with the Stone Age, throwing stone to kill animal to feed ourselves. That is possible. We are there. Human started much later. Human started when? I think maybe 30,000-40,000 years back, I think, And previously there were, millions of years, stone and then all dinosaurs and all, and we were one of them anyway. So then when this, so in the human body, we have that 700 births, what I'm talking about, 500 to 700 already. So after, people say that at the last 7 births of the human being, okay, before that there is a last 50 births, this question comes, some certain point of life, that what we are doing here. What is the purpose of all these things? This mundane life. Yeah. Before that, the success of life is eat, drink, and be merry, be happy. As long as you feed yourself, and you eat, drink means I'm not talking the alcohol. I'm talking normal, eating, drinking, and being happy. That's the end of life. And this life, we have already spent more than 500 times. You ask question, what is the purpose of all this? The end of it is, okay, as long as I can eat, I can drink, I can sleep, and that's it. So then those questions, the soul will give you some kind of pulses that you have to aage badh. So you have to journey to finish. Na? How long detour you will take? So what happens is original soul's plan may be finished in first 50 lifetimes, whatever the plan was. Rest of the lives are all settling karma. You did something in those lives, so you took another birth to clip thing is. Then I promised some girl I will marry, then I cheated her and then gone. Next life, she will be my wife. I have to be another life because I cheated. Something like that. It'll keep on. I cheated somebody some money, so I have to take that life, it is not settled. I have to come back again to repay back. And remember, there is no time. It will wait till millennia, no problem. I was rock 15 million years. 1 more million year doesn't matter. In 1 million years, you will have more several hundred lives. No problem with that. Time is not a constraint here. Creation will wait till you finish all your accounts. Anyway, so उसी दलदल में हमने फंसे हैं. Same thing is being repeated. I can actually see my past life. If you see your past life, you will understand same mistakes, same pattern. You have done again and again and again. You are not growing. Okay, you have same experience, repeating the same experience, basically. It's not your soul's plan. It is your karmic account. It's being settled. So out of 100, after 500 or 600 or 700, then last 50, you will look for something to come out. Your soul knows. Some inner call will come. कि ये इसमें क्या है? Ultimately, you don't know why that feeling is coming, but you will feel that because of your past life experiences. Your knowledge body is there, is downloading informations. So then you will start looking for some way out. Then we will start thinking about spirituality. But you will start thinking about that, but you will not get guide because you are not ready. It is in thought only. So 50 lifetimes you have already spent looking for somebody who can guide you, but you didn't meet somebody in physical level. Actual guide or guru didn't appear in your life because you are not ready. You are still thinking. Jana hai, nahi jana. Several lifetimes gone, Then in the last 7 lifetimes, you will actually get the guidance of a living master. That time you are fully ready. You have a choice not to follow. It's also up to you. Means if a choice not to follow means you go back to that 50. That is not completed yet. That's why you say not everybody's time has come. इसको धक्के मार के सिखाना नहीं. It's the inner call. Otherwise, you will not serve the purpose. So many people, they ask me, basically they ask me, can you convince me why I should follow spirituality? Is it worth spending my time into this? Can you, get lost? So your time has not come. Otherwise, this question itself would not have come. It is your requirement, my dear. It is not mine that I convince somehow I get 50 more people to listen to me. I don't need that. That is not the purpose. You are fundamentally misunderstood. Okay. It is not popularity contest. It is a guidance. It is available. It is up to you to pick up or not to pick up. It's okay. So I'm just making the perspective clear. Okay. So what happens then? On those, they devote their life to transform from the human being to spiritual being. That is the last stage. Last stage on planet Earth. Earlier is a human being. There's nothing wrong, by the way. Eat, drink, and be merry, maintain family, and enjoy life. It's all fine. There's nothing wrong there. But consciously, you have to go beyond. You become a spiritual being. Means then one point time will come, then you decide this is enough of it. I get fed up of this karmic thing and again and again and again. So then the help will be given. You will follow, the guide will be given. Then the process is that a process is Panch Pakora. I will, in the next session, I will explain that. Panch Pakora is, it will start with the Karma Yoga, then Kriya Yoga, then Dhyan Yoga, then Gyan Yoga, and ultimately Bhakti Yoga. When you merge with that, surrender yourselves to the divine. That part will be played into that one of the last 7 lifetimes. So you get enlightened, and then you live your life as a spiritual being. No karma left. Karmic accounts closed. And there is no further life is needed for that also. It is your wish if you like to come back. That is called dharmic birth. Okay. Why dharmic births are taken? Just to help others. There is no karma left. They don't have to. Okay. So post-enlightenment, those things, there is no further coming back. So slowly with their sadhana, they close their lower body, and finally 6th to 7th march back. That's it. Okay. So now what we're doing here is we are going through the process of from human being to spiritual being, to living a liberated life. The guides and the gurus will teach you which part you get trapped so that you can move further. It's not about good and bad. Then time will come, they will annihilate your karma. Guru Kripa happens. I'm just again making the statement. Whoever has got enlightened, they have not got enlightened because of their own capacity, what they did, what they meditate, and blah, blah. It is only, you have to give 100% effort, by the way. Any smart thing will not help. No, you cannot cheat the divine. Because you are made of divine. So you cannot cheat that, what you are made of. Every cell is known to you, known to them. And known to them is the one. Okay. So you cannot cheat that. So it is only delaying tactics. It's not possible. So when you give your 100%, one divine moment, the divine intervention happens. It is a divine grace that happens. And that is called Guru Kripa. In a moment, you are all karmic. Rest of the karmic thing has been burnt out, lifted off, you get liberated. There is no baggage further. That process is divine. It cannot be achieved by doing anything. It can be not achieved. It can be gifted to you when you are ready. So your job is only to make yourself worthy of the divine grace. That's all it is. And that is a state, if you read my life story, stage was meditate, meditate, and meditate. Because you are ready. It shows that nothing else in the life matters anymore. So you are just 100% giving this. But if you are smart, you say, already told so many lifetimes of karma. I have 100 lifetimes of, I cannot finish it in one life. So what is the point in spending too much of time in meditating? I cannot finish it anyway. This smart thing has come. No? It will ruin your chance of enlightenment. Because you are smart here. You are not 100% giving effort. So that's what I'm saying. No smart approach can take you there. When you do your 100%, surrender everything, one divine moment, it will be lifted. When? Nobody knows. So what I'm making the statement is whoever has got enlightenment, they have enlightened not because of their personal effort, only because of Guru Kripa. That's why it is said Guru Kripa hi kevalam. It is not said because people want to oil their oiling business to their guru. No, that is their self-realization. There is nothing to do oiling and, pumping ego of the guru. No, they don't have ego. And they don't bother also whether you give oiling or not. They're much beyond that. They don't need your oiling rather. But you need that gratitude to receive that grace. Okay, so that is end of the soul's journey on planet Earth. You get liberated. No longer coming back. If you want to come back just to spend some time with your friend, you are welcome. Your choice. There's no compulsion. There's nothing that, oh, I cheated that girl, I have to come again to marry her in this life. No. Okay, there's nothing left. All right, so this completes the learning session. So if you have any question, you can ask now. Then we'll go into the Kriya and meditation.
Dada Bhai, Gaurav here.
Yes, Gaurav.
I had a question regarding this creation of the soul. Like, as you said that supreme consciousness has unlimited powers of everything. So, but
yes,
but when it separates a single soul from it, so does that have unlimited power, or it is limited? Like, when I take a bath, I am limited to it. Like, that is like an avatar of the soul. So it is very much limited.
Yes, everything is private limited there.
Okay, so that is as per plan, or it is as per soul plan, or it is as per design?
No, it is as per design. You have to realize, there is a possible to go beyond that. Okay. But it has to be done step by step. It is actually, we learned this thing in Kashmir Shaivism. They have a 36 steps from where the universal consciousness, or you can say Param Shiva, came to Jiva. So when we understand that, then we retrace back all the 36 steps, we merge back into the super consciousness. Okay, at one level, it's called Mahamaya. Okay, so I think it is a 7th from the top. 8th from the top. Below Mahamaya, when it comes, they conceal that you don't know who you are. And that's how all get limited there. Beyond that is all full, all pure. The top level is called Suddha Tattva, means all pure, all infinite. Just like the Kriya Shakti, Gyan Shakti, and Ichha Shakti, all pure, 100%. And topmost these two, and that is Shiva and Shakti. Or infinite power of wisdom, infinite power of love. Or love and light, light of awareness and the love. That is the ultimate. Okay, anyway, so that we'll study in detail. But below that is all limited. The limited time, they come under the destiny. They have a particular, because you have a soul's path is given. You cannot deviate from that. Okay, so that's why it's a limited, because you have given a channel. You have a free will within the channel only. Okay. Time is limited, the power is limited, your Ichha Shakti is limited, your Kriya Shakti, how much you can do is limited. You will have a lifetime, so time is limited. So all these are limited things are given there. Okay, it is by choice. Means by design, sorry.
Okay. One thing like, since we are talking about this design thing, like, is this karma thing designed also to increase the experience of the soul?
No. Karma we means incarnated body generates out of free will. It is not part of the plan. But when a life ends, then soul become a consultant. So that soul helps to design the next life such a way that karmic account get closed as quickly as possible. But it is not created by soul. Karma is not created by soul. In soul level, there is no karma. You can say, I will settle this karma after I die. No, it's not possible. Soul level, there is no karma. You have to come back. That's why you have to keep coming back.
Okay. One more, if a person does not karma, but experience is also like incomplete, and it does not have some guru. So in that case, what will happen?
No, he has to keep trying. Guru will appear, so he need not to bother.
So even if the karma, so he has to wait.
If it's too much karma, Guru will not appear, because he need to first settle those karma. After a certain level, then when that is acceptable level, when there is a, your intention matters also here. You may have a lot of karma, but now your intention, you have some kind of self-realization happens that I am no longer going back. There is a lot of transformation story also. Criminal become a saint and things like that. So that is a transformational moment. Then the Guru will appear and teach. Guru is not judgmental, but the person, the seeker should be ready.
No, I am talking about,
they will come.
Suppose the person does, even if he looks for a guru, there is no guru around. So in that case, the guru has to come. Will it be from the decided by the divine, or something like it, like the supreme soul will send some blessing to him?
No, always everybody is blessed. So it's not about the blessing. It's about the learning the practical thing the way you understand. Only that is the only difference. So here what happens is, all your past life gurus and guides, they are sitting on the Guru Mandala. They will send you a representative. Again, you have to recognize that I need to learn from this person. You may also, they send you and you miss it also. Iska kya sikhega? Okay, so that also happens, but only thing is they will send you. When you are ready, they will send you represented not the way you think. He may not be best guru available in the world and with a lot of paraphernalia and lot of big structure, may not be. But he is the right guru for you. You have to say yes and start learning.
Okay.
If you say no, after 5 years or 10 years, somebody else will appear.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Dada, hello.
Yes, Sanjeev. Go ahead.
Dada, pranam. Pranam. Dada, because of free will, suppose if we make some mistakes, then and we are aware about those mistakes, so how we can just clean those mistakes so that at least we should not come back again just to clear all those karmas? Can we just clean all those mistakes in the same birth if we are aware about it?
Yes, just mute your microphone. I will answer you. See, this part I will explain in the karmic thing, when I will explain how to settle karma. Okay, it is possible. Okay, and there are different types of karma. The methods of neutralization is different. Okay, I am not going to answer that because I will then there is a big chapter altogether. But it is possible. I will explain you. But if I will have the session on karma, you remind me again. I will explain it to you how to neutralize. But it is possible. In one life, it is possible. Okay, at least what I was earlier talking about, the 100% effort, that is possible, no? You can 100% effort you can give. Whether it goes or not, that is a divine will. But at least you give your 100%, that you can do. Okay, that is possible. But it's it's already happened. That's what I'm saying. It is quite possible. Your intention matters. Your surrender, your devotion, that thing matters here. Okay. Yes, Vikas. Vikas, unmute.
RPA, I will go back to that earlier by question part A. Can you, after you explained this soul journey right now, I'm still not very clear about this parallel life concept what you mentioned earlier. Can you brief upon it?
Yeah, no, that what I'm saying, this is only on the earth plane because it has got a infinite, the journey, maybe, infinite number of souls it is created. So it is quite possible that after art plane is complete, you will go to another dimension to experience. Okay, means in that sense, the art may be, say, class 2. Now you have to go to class 3, which is some other dimension. Okay, that is quite possible. There are a lot of dimensions above, and you can experience the life there. Life means it may not be human, but you will be some entity you can experience will happen. Okay, it's quite possible.
So naturally, I will ask, how many are like that?
Oh, infinite. Okay, so don't bother about how many. Okay, it's means, let me put it this way: as many as you wish for. Okay, means basically you are saying in the world how many types of food I can enjoy? Unlimited. It's up to you when we say it's enough. I have eaten, 300 types or 500 or 2000 type of foods. I'm now okay with it. I don't need any further experiment. And that's all. But availability or possibility, infinite.
Okay.
Okay, it's ultimately your choice. How much you like to experience. All right. Okay. Yes, Sonali. Yes.
If we came from rocks, you said earlier, then where was soul at that time?
Soul is inside the rock. I'm not talking Darwin's theory of life. Huh? I'm talking soul's journey.
Soul was in that rock.
Yeah, soul. Yeah, soul is there in the rock, in everything. Every flower, every tree, there is a soul.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not talking life. Huh? Our concept of life is unless until it is a chicken or goat or something, it's not life. It's not like that. Or a tree, but everywhere there is a soul. Soul means which came from the Creator.
No, I mean, then I'm talking about soul consciousness.
So consciousness is there in everywhere. That's what I'm saying. All these have a consciousness.
You mean to say that rocks also has its own
also has a consciousness? Yes.
Do you think scientists would believe that?
No need to believe. You don't believe. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't depend on your belief system.
Means RPA.
No, 1 minute. Sonali, challenge your belief system.
Yeah.
Truth is somewhere else. Truth is somewhere else. Okay. I have personally gone into and see how it is felt like a rock. Not only the rock, I experience how from a rock, the first one cell, that the phytoplankton, one cell plant has been formed. I experienced myself into that one. I haven't read that in any book. Nobody explained me how that possible from the rock to a plant. Single cell plant, but I have undergone that process. Some pralay came, pralay. You know the pralay? That big flood and all these things. During the process, grain by sand type of particle came out from the rock and giving the churning in the water and transform into a plant. It is not Darwin's theory. That's what I'm saying. Science will not tell you. I've seen that like a movie. Okay, personally. Okay, so that is how it takes place.
Yeah, it's really hard to believe, but you were saying maybe there's a chance.
Yeah, so because it's hard to believe because you try to understand it intellectually. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, when you meditate, go into the experiential understanding, then it will be clear to you. You need not to convince anyone. Just like what I am saying, my experience, I am not expecting approval from anyone. That is my personal, private experience. I am sharing because just giving an example. I am not having judgment on you, but I am just sharing my example. I am giving it is possible. because I have a first-hand experience. That's why I can claim that it doesn't depend on your belief system or who has written what where. Okay, challenge that. Truth is beyond that. Challenge it and don't accept unless until you have experienced yourself firsthand. Don't accept. All rest of the things are all stories. I'm trying to push you into that level so that you experience yourself, Okay, but that is the phase. Mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human and spiritual being. Normally, whoever gone to the spiritual being, they don't come and tell that phase. That's why most of the people, they don't know anything is there beyond human.
But
Okay.
one day this art will finish then?
Sorry?
No, I mean to say that one day this art will finish.
No, art will not finish unless until everybody is enlightened, become spiritual. Spiritual being rather. Spiritual doesn't mean the spiritual practice. Unless until each and every one is enlightened on planet Earth, art will stay. There is no dearth of time. They don't have an expiry date. Unless until, of course, the human
but
themselves.
scientists have given now after 200 million years, art will finish because sun will dry. I mean, sun will explode and all that. That's scientific theory.
Forget about 200 million. 500,000 years is good enough to everybody get enlightened. No? 500,000 years. 500,000 years is good enough to have so many lifetimes. Okay. You don't have to wait that long. I can give you guarantee of that one. It's much faster. Massive awakening is happening. It will be much faster. Okay. Process will be much faster. Everybody will be self-realized. Okay, and leave the planet. I mean, leave means they will not need any further on this planet to run. Okay. 500,000.
Thank you.
Yes, is good enough. Okay. All right. And by the way, I'm just theoretically saying, if the art is destroyed, you can transport to another plane and operate. There is no dearth of planets, dearth of things like that. Okay, alternate platform will be given when it can run the same thing. It's no problem. Physically saying. Okay. All right. Gaurav, you have to ask something else?
Yes, Dada Bhai. Dada Bhai, you said that there is a phase of rocks that we start from. So
Yes.
how is the segregation of entities? Suppose there is a big rock and there is a small chunk of it. So when it separates from the main rock, is there any separation of the body or they are all part of the same body?
Okay, let me answer this way. Your body has a million, trillion of cells, right? All of them are alive. Your body consists of so many cells, and same as the rock. Okay, which combination comes, that makes the difference. Okay, it is about the consciousness. It can be sprayed over, it can contract into that. Even I'm going to the very high level. In the Mother Earth has its own soul, Mother Earth. We are on it. So there is a relationship between Mother Earth and ourselves. Same here. In the rock, there are many consciousness, there are many souls there. Number doesn't matter, it's unlimited. Okay, any shape and form it can take. So no issues with that. Means our traditional idea is if it is a 2 kg rock, then it will be possible for one soul. But if it is a mountain, then how it can be? Don't bother. It can, that size can vary at any extent.
So
okay, it can go into the particle level also.
Multiple souls.
Yeah, multiple soul together. Soul group.
Okay.
Okay. But what I'm saying, physical size doesn't matter. Just like Mother Earth is one soul. So many things are there on it, like that. So it's possible single soul having a huge volume, or also in the microbe volume. It's also possible.
Okay. Thank you, Dada.
Okay. All right. Okay then. God bless you. So Vikas, you have any last question? You ask now.
No,
This is the
no,
last time. No problem.
I'll keep it for another session. It is time now.
That's better. I think we don't have time. I have to go for vaccine shot also. So I will do a quick one. Yeah, Nimu, you have any question?
Quick one. So this universal consciousness, like before the physical existence happened, that wanted to experience something. So that sounds very human-like thing, like, that something wants to experience something. So almost like that's an entity that wanted to do something. So or it could have and then something the whole thing started. So I just feel a little bit confused that because in that level it is an extreme of everything, right? Before the physical existence.
Everything is pure. Everything is 100%. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, what is this need of experiencing?
Okay, that's a good question.
So
yeah. Okay. So you have any other part of this question, or I'll start explaining?
And before what was before that?
Okay. Fine. So there are two questions. Yep. Okay. See, there is nothing on before, because it is existing infinitely. Before question comes when you insert time into it. Okay. It is infinitely existing, and so there is no creation and the destruction of the one. Okay, this is the right understanding. Okay. So there is no creator. There is no creator of creator, because it's all the time it is there. Okay, it is never.
So the whole thing.
Point.
So whole thing happened created, only,
but not the creator.
The whole thing happened only once.
Whole thing means, whole thing you mean by what? Physical universe?
Moving. Yeah. Moving from the concept.
No, physical universe like that. There may be multiple. There are many. We don't know. Okay.
No, not about many in the sense many coexisting. Many in a sense, like one get completely annihilated, or the cyclical universe theory, right? It starts somewhere, it expands, it come back, and
yes.
It repeats
it's like
itself.
A breathing. Breathing, like expansion, contraction. Yes.
Right. So then there is a physical part, and then there is a lal part, right? Where there is there's a concept is there, and then the physical part starts again. Is it something like that's why I asked what was before that, or is a concept of before that?
No, there is no before. Drop that idea. When it is created before, these ideas need to be completely dropped.
Okay.
Because that universal consciousness is infinite both ways. It never started. Okay. It never started. It is there.
So that means that even after this physical, that the whole thing still as is there, even with this whole physical entity in existence.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So there is no starting, no creation of that. Okay. So that's why there is no creator of a creator.
Okay. That micro background.
Yeah. So that is already there. That's energy is already there. So there is no starting. So that's why you need not to bother from where it has come. Okay. It is the background of everything.
Okay.
Okay. Because as it is the background of everything, it was never been created. Okay. Or if you wanted to understand it in different way, it is self-created.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, so that is about the before after part, and then your first part of the question is, where is the need of all those things? Okay.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like some human kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Or
No,
kind of
now
nature.
let me address that. It is, it is, there is as such no need. Need means you have a requirement and you meet the requirement. Okay. So there is no such thing here. It was not required. And that is why in the, earlier that the saints and all, when they have realized that they are actually universal consciousness, they call it Param Shiva. Okay. That's the terminology they give, but I don't use the term because the moment there is a Param Shiva, the Jatadhari snake wala picture comes in your mind, and that is not the purpose. Okay, so that means the purpose rather. Anyway, why I mentioned Param Shiva? Because the whole creation is considered as a Leela. Leela means the game. There is no need, any type of game. There is no need for any game actually. Whether you wanted to play football or not, there is no need. Okay. It's a game. So that is a right understanding, the why it is. And I joked about it. Param Shiva was sitting alone and getting bored. There's nothing else to do. So let us start a game. So that's how the creation has been started. And to some extent, that is the right understanding. Okay. You are getting bored. Let us start playing what is called the cards game, what is called the card, you can play alone, that game.
The patience.
Solitaire.
Yeah, solitaire.
Anyway, so basically there is no need for creation. So it is just like a game it has started. What is the game is all about? To experience the knowledge you have. Suppose we have graduated from the engineering college. So by the end of the graduation, we know how to, suppose I know how to make a electric motor, but I don't have any experience how to put a electric motor or the generator of a power plant. I have knowledge, but to do that, to set up a electrical power plant with electrical generation plant, then I have to do a lot of things. I need to have a plan, I need to have a budget. There may be some political people involved. I have to take them into confidence. There is a laborers involved, there's a contractor involved, the project management involved, and blah, blah, blah. Safety involved. So once I completed installing a actual generator, then I got the experience of the whole thing. Now it becomes a so-called physical reality. Okay. So that also universal consciousness also wants to experience it. It has all the knowledge. It knows what it is. Okay. This is somehow I give a nearby example.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it only thing it has got experience. So that is why we again and again we say that soul does not come here to learn. It comes here to experience. Okay. Soul wants to experience what is marriage is all about. So for that you need to create one male, one female, and then they get married and things like that. Okay. What is marriage? Theoretically it is understood. The feeling wise it is understood, but it needs to be experienced. And then some complications come and so, then it is all infinite loop. It goes into that and further develop, other issues to be experienced about, that's all. So that is the difference between a college graduate and the experienced, a person with 25 years of experience. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So same thing, universal consciousness, because it is a big, powerful. So its experience also will be powerful. It wants to experience itself in infinite ways.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks,
I think now it is. I have to. I don't have much time now. Let us just meditate. We'll skip Kriya today.